Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 LaZarre Moshina Mosh Pit Blend. It is from Paso, Robles, California, 14.2% alcohol by volume, retails for $28, and it is a blend of 60% Marsanne, 30% Roussanne, and 10% Gewurztraminer. So LaZarre Wines is going to be the guest for tomorrow's Pink Society chat at 8 p.m. Central. In order to learn more about them and their wines, all you need to do is go to Twitter at that time, search hashtag Pink Society, and just enjoy the thread. If you want to participate, anytime you tweet, just make sure you tag hashtag Pink Society so you can be involved. So let's take a look at this wine. First of all, screw top +1. All right, so from a color standpoint, I'm going to give you a pale gold, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, on the nose. Woo, okay, so first things first, I'm getting a little bit of alcohol on the nose. Let me try to get this to blow off a little bit. So now that the alcohol is blown off, I'm getting, ooh, apricot, pear, a little bit of red apple there. There's some definite lemon in there. Almost kind of a slight honey note to it. Maybe a little bit of a nectarine, a white tea note, but I can't pull it out. Yeah, maybe just like a slight generic white tea. Yeah, so how does it taste? Medium plus body. Ooh. Yeah, so there is a little bit of that alcohol on the palate, right, like as soon as it starts the approach. Once that goes away though, man, you are just hit with a really rich wine. It's full-bodied, medium to almost medium plus acid. But the thing about this is that there's just a really strong intensity on the palate with all of those fruit elements. So like on the approach, I got a lot of pear, I got some lemon and honey. And then sort of that nectarine went into the mid palate. That's where I kind of started getting a little bit of that white tea effect. And then just everything really came back together again in the finish. And it was almost as intense as it was on the approach. I mean, it was just, this thing has a lot of weight, Yeah, it's like I said, it has lots of intensity on the palate. On the nose, medium intensity on the nose. So it's a lot stronger on the palate than it is on the nose. But I mean, this hits hard. I mean, this is a heavy wine. For folks who aren't fans of Gewurztraminer in like blends or just single varietal Gewurztraminer, this gives a little bit of that florality and the spiciness without kind of overtaking it. Now, this wine, I will say, if you are a fan of your lighter bodied whites, Picpoul, Pinot Gris, Albarino, stuff like that, this is not going to be your wine. If you're someone who likes some fuller bodied whites, especially like Chardonnay, those kind of more dense whites, this is going to be right up your alley. It has a lot of intensity. It is done in neutral French oak. So it does have this really kind of deep tone to it without actually imparting hardly any of the French oak elements that you would expect, like those kind of spicy notes. Okay, so anyway, oh, and it has a medium finish. So with all that being said, how does it rate? Let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a full point with a caveat. So I like this body. I like how much alcohol is there and the structure of the wine and the heft and everything about this. I think that the acid is good for where it is now. I don't know if I would age this more than a couple years if I was you, because I personally, for my palate, I just don't think there's gonna be enough acid there. However though, letting it age a little bit might allow for more of kind of that honey to develop over a little bit more time, and you can kind of get some enhanced tertiary. So that's not a bad thing. It's just, you have to be careful. You have to age it long enough so that way it doesn't get flabby. So I'm gonna give you a full point for now. In terms of length, medium finish, half a point. Intensity, medium on the nose, pronounced on the palate, so I'm going to give you a full point. And in terms of complexity, I have a ton of primary. I'm getting, and this is where I'm a little bit on the fence about the tertiary, because the tertiary elements that you get in certain wines are also some of the primary elements you typically get in these blends. So like Marsanne or Roussanne having like a honey note, that's a common thing for those grapes. Now the intensity of it is where I'm kind of thinking that's where that barrel aging really came in to enhance the intensity of those flavors. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a half point because I'm getting a good number of primary notes, and I feel like that barrel aging really probably enhanced some of those elements that you kind of find as tertiary, but also are primary elements of that wine, and it just kind of really developed them. However, I'm not getting any secondary characteristics on this wine, so I'm not gonna give you any points there. So in the end, that is 3 points. I'm gonna give you good. I do like this wine. Things that I would say I would probably like more of for this wine, I probably would like some more acid in it. And I might not actually be opposed to having more secondary characteristics to it. But with that being said, it's a pretty darn good wine, and to be honest, I'm excited that they're gonna be a guest for tomorrow because that'll let me learn more about them. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the LaZarre Mosh Pit Moshina White Blend? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below. Oh, and don't forget to join us for the Pink Society chat tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central. Hashtag Pink Society on Twitter. And I forgot to mention earlier, Adam LaZarre used to be the vice president of winemaking at Han Estates, and I really have been liking some of the Han stuff lately. So I'm very excited to learn more about them. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the Pink Society chat, and subscribe and click that notifications bell if you want to see when future wine reviews are posted. See y'all then.